dignified housing? Should anyone in the state of Rhode Island freeze to death this winter?
No!
When do we want safe and dignified housing?
No!
We're not going to stop till we get it. And one of my fighter's friends, sister, and voice for her people, our people, and dignified humanity and what this state needs is really embodied in my friend Monica Huertas, and I'm going to introduce her right now. She's about to go off, so y'all better be prepared.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Yep.
It's working?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come in, guys.
Hi, everyone. First of all, I want to say it's not just our brothers and sisters, because it's our queer and LGBTQ and non-binary folks, okay?
Yep.
Every time I hear that, brothers is like, I cringe a little bit, because we know that LGBTQ youth have a high rate of homelessness, and so I'm a little bit nervous, and that's not like me, because I'm gonna really go deep, because I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit deep shit that happened to me and my brothers. And I'm going to shake, but I'm going to stand and I'm going to tell y'all, because people got to hear this. Because it's not just folks or people. It's children. Right now, there's children living in cars.
Yep.
And those children that are living in the cars are a little bit lucky. Because I'll tell you, we didn't have a car. We didn't have a car. And on these nights, when it got below 30 degrees, my mother would have to go into the emergency room at Hasbro Children's Hospital and pretend that one of us was sick, so that we can have a space to stay at night. At 14, 15 years old, that's what we had to do when it was below 30, because the shelters were full. And some shelters don't accept boys over 13. We'd have to go and lie to the doctors and say that my brother, who was an epileptic, that he was having a seizure so that we can have warmth. And then sometimes we would have to delay it, because we knew that if we go in too early, they'd be done in about 5 to 6 hours, and then it'll be like 3 in the morning. So we'd have to wait later at night at the mall or at the train station or right here in the field. We'd have to wait and then go and sleep on the chairs, and all 4 of us would crawl into one of the emergency room hospital beds, and the one that was sick that night got to sleep, so we'd rotate. This is a reality, and this happened 15 years ago, but I know it's still happening today. It's happening every night, where parents have to make the decision of going to sleep in the hospital emergency room. That's why it's packed, y'all. They're saying the hospitals is overwhelmed. It's COVID, but it's this. I'm telling y'all. This is what it is. Where parents are asking teachers for permission so the students can get in a little bit earlier and leave a little bit later. It's because they're homeless. This is my experience. And this is, like I said, 15 years ago, but it's happening, and it keeps on happening. When are we going to say that we're going to put our money where our mouth is? Because we say we care. We do these damn coat drives and mitten drives for the homeless, for the children. But guess what? The mittens and coats and jackets only go so far when it's freaking below 0.
Yep.
And when you don't have a roof over your head, and when you haven't ate, because your last meal was at 12 o'clock in school. It's true, it happens. It is still happening in the richest country in the world. And that's unacceptable. These people are sitting on freaking billions of dollars. And they don't want to release it because they want to be with their fucking shenanigans and their stupidity. in their racism, in their capitalism, in their fucking clownery. Our people have suffered way, way too much. When is this gonna end? I'm asking everybody to really look inside of you and remember that this is not, and this is for the people who are not here, this is not just the people who are addicted, and even those people deserve housing. Because let me tell you something, how are they gonna get off of what they're on if they're in the street? They can't. But it's not just them. It's people that are working in Walmart, 3 jobs. They're working in Stop and Shop. They're the people serving us at Dunkin' Donuts. These people are the unhoused. And let me tell you, just because you're in a home, that don't mean anything either, because people are couch surfing. People are tripling and quadrupling up all over. And this is not like, oh, it's a myth. This is happening to your students. Like I said, to that worker, that waitress that's serving you. Okay? And it's not even just a single mother issue, a single parent issue. This is homes where there's 2 parents in them. And let me tell you, as an adult, I became homeless again. I have been homeless as a child, 1 year here, 6 months there. But as an adult, I became homeless again. And it took, y'all, I'm telling you, we were 8 months in a family shelter. Okay? And the conditions, I won't even get to the conditions of it.
No.
But let me tell you, it sucked. It sucked, and it's no better. Some people don't even go into these shelters because people are being abused in the damn shelter.
Yes, they are.
By the staff.
Yes, they are.
Okay? By other members, by other people.
Yes.
It's not a monogamous thing of like, oh, just one thing fits all. We need people in homes, not in shelters, in homes. And let me tell you what made the difference in my life, because 9 years to the day of me being homeless, I bought my first house. But let me tell you what made the difference, because I'm not saying it to boast, I'm saying it so y'all can know. 3 years of me only paying 30% of my income. Just 3 years. Just 3 years of that made the difference. So I was able to keep going to school. My husband was able to go to a program where he entered the union, the carpenters union, and make a living wage. Okay? I was able to graduate Rhode Island College and become a social worker and make okay, because social workers don't even make that much.
Come on.
But okay? But it was the not just like the income of it, but like the social status that one gets from graduating, right? And let me tell you, it only took 3 years of me paying $100 or $300, depending on my income for that month. It only took 3 years, y'all. 3 years of us doing that for us to be able to be on our own feet and then buy a house. We're less than 9 years after to the day. So that's what I'm asking. Put this money in houses. And not just affordable, but low income to no income. People on SSI, they're getting $750 a month. What are they going to afford with that? We need people to afford apartments and houses. Dignified housing and apartments that are good and clean.
Yes.
For people who have SSI on disability. Okay? So all it took was that. I'm asking, use this money to provide those type of houses, not the shelters, okay? We don't need a freaking shelter, $6 million shelter. No, we need housing, dignified housing, good quality housing, and not this cheap shit made in China shit, because I'm sick of that shit too, because that's environmental racism too. We have to be careful, because in Katrina, they had a whole bunch of little tents and campers for people, and then them things was fucking toxic too. Come on now.
Safe and dignified.
Safe and dignified. Good quality housing. Y'all, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't have a lot of technical stuff to say, but what I'm telling y'all, thank you for being out here. Believe in the people. Trust in what is going on. What we're saying is true. Look outside. I know y'all see the tents out there. I know you guys are seeing it on every single overpass in the city, in the state, has a tent, has your sister, a brother, a non-binary person, an LGBTQ, a cousin, your cousin, literally your father, your mom, your siblings are living in these conditions. Every single one of us knows a person who's in the house or homeless, and most of us are 2 paychecks away from being in the same position.
Yeah.
Me, myself included. Anyways, y'all, have a great night. Thank you.
Thank you.